So the Obama family chef dies on the Obama's property, and I have questions. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we're going to talk about the Obama family chef, Safari Campbell, dying in a paddleboard accident in the pond at Martha's Vineyard. And this particular part of the pond was in the Obama family estate. Now, there are a lot of questions. There are a lot of rumors flying around talking about, oh, could he swim? He can't swim. He can swim. There's evidence of that. We're going to get to it in a minute. But first things first, let's just go into what I have. This is him right here, Safari Campbell. This is when he was the White House sous chef. And the Obamas loved him so much, they brought him to their home to be the personal chef after he worked in the White House. So I'm sure he's been there for a long time and he has seen quite a bit. And of course, there's going to be a question, was there foul play involved? There's not any evidence of that quite yet, but it's an obvious question. Like, how does this happen? How do you die in a paddleboarding accident? And why would you die right there in the Obama family residence? Like, what's going on? This is really confusing. Now, before we get to the evidence of him swimming and everything else, let's look at the local news out there in Boston. If you want to see this in full, link as always will be in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
We're seeing images of the Obama family chef who died on Martha's Vineyard. His body was found near a pond near the Obama home after a paddleboarding trip. All right, David Wade back in studio tracking details that are still coming into our newsroom, David.
Yeah, Chris, the Obama family says they're grieving tonight the loss of Safari Campbell. On Sunday, Martha's Vineyard police say they got a call about a man who went under the water in Edgartown's Great Pond. So
this is a pond right there. It's a pretty big pond, if you ask me. It's like a lake. Why are they calling out a pond? If this is the water right here, that's interesting. Maybe I'm not seeing what I should be seeing.
The paddleboarder actually saw it unfold, but was unable to get to him. State police say emergency crews...
Let's back up a little bit. I might have missed something right there because I guess somebody was right there and they couldn't get to him in time. Let's back up a little bit, shall we?
Went under the water in Edgartown's Great Pond. Another paddleboarder actually saw it unfold, but was unable to get to him. State police say emergency crews spent hours searching for Campbell, but sadly recovered his body this morning. The Virginia man worked at the White House as a sous chef, and in this official video was seen working on brewing an official beer for 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Now, President Obama offered Campbell a job to work for his family when he was leaving the White House, and Campbell took it. In a statement tonight, President Obama said, "Safari was a beloved part of our family. When we first met him, he was a talented sous chef at the White House, creative and passionate about food and its ability to bring people together. In the years that followed, we got to know him as a warm, fun, extraordinarily kind person who made all of our lives a little bit brighter." By the way, the Obamas were not at the home at the time. Safari Campbell was married with twin boys. The investigation into his death continues. Chris?
May he rest in peace and prayers out to his family, his wife and his boys. That's really sad. Now, here's another article that we can get through. We're going to see some evidence of him swimming, being out there in the water. So, because, one of the main things is, could he swim? Yes, he could swim. Now, we're going to see pictures and evidence of it. He's not Michael Phelps out there in the water, but most swimmers are not. You see the headline, breaking, man found dead on Obama estate, identified as Obama's personal chef. And of course, Safari Campbell was a White House chef before coming on the personal employ of the Obamas after the president left in 2017. So he's probably been there for a long time. We're talking about 2017 right now, 2023, 6 years later. So quite a while. So he's 43. He was 43 years old and he drowned while paddleboarding off the Edgerton coast of Martha's Vineyard on Sunday. He's been identified personal chef of Barack and Michelle Obama. And let's see, divers recovered his body before 10 a.m. from Edgartown Great Pond, on which Obama's family $12 million mansion lies. In the past, Campbell wrote the word "still can't swim" in the form of a hashtag on Instagram post. Well, he put that on the post, but he can't swim. This is him right here in the water, okay? So obviously he's okay. Yeah, he can swim. Let's That's just one picture. Now, another post showed the chef swimming and doing so decently. Let's check it out right here. All right. Let me see if I can put this on the full screen. Or can I? Let's just do it this way. So you see him right here. All right. He is swimming. He's in the actual pool, backstroke, all that kind of stuff. Now, again, we're not looking at Michael Phelps. He's wearing fins, of course, but he's swimming. He's swimming. If you can't swim, you can't do stuff like this. Backstroke, all of that, he is swimming, because part of swimming, the fins and whatnot, they ain't gonna help you float. You gotta know how to float, and you gotta know how to, just be balanced in the water. I know how to swim. I'm from Virginia Beach, so this is like kind of normal to me, being in the water. But he can swim. Again, you're not Michael Phelps. You're not, what's your homie's name? Leah Thomas. Well, he might be on the level of Leah Thomas, but I don't want to get political. The point is that he can swim. So what happened? How did he die in a paddleboarding accident when he knows how to swim, and when he's obviously been doing that kind of thing before? And what are the odds of him dying right there on the Obama's estate? Am I trying to say they deleted him or something like that? No. But what's going on is the question. So Massachusetts State Police said Campbell was from Dumfries, that's up north, like D.C., and was visiting Martha's Vineyard at the time of his passing. President and Mrs. Obama were not present at the residence at the time of the accident, Chicago Sun-Times reported. In a statement, the Obamas praised Campbell, saying Tafari was a beloved part of our family. When we first met him, he was a talented sous chef at the White House, creative and passionate. Already read that one. Well, they already read that in the actual story. That's why when we get ready for and leave the White House, we asked Safari to stay with us, and he generously agreed. He's been part of our lives ever since, and our hearts are broken that he's gone. Today, we join everyone who knew and loved Safari, especially his wife, Sharice, and their twin boys, Xavier and Savin, and grieving the loss of a truly wonderful man. All right, so the recovery was made about 100 feet from the shore, where water was around 8 feet in depth. Numerous agencies reported, including Edgerton Fire and all island fire departments, local police, state patrols, air wing detectives, Dukes County Sheriff's Department, and the Coast Guard. So it was a pretty big response to Mr. Campbell. And may he rest in peace, and prayers out to his wife and his boys. That's pretty sad. But how did this happen? How does someone who knows how to swim drown in 8 foot of water? That's not really that deep. If you've been in the pool, you can sustain that. So I don't really understand. Was there no life jacket? What happened? Was some kind of weather event? If you're out there like in the ocean, it could be a rip current or something like that. I don't know about that body of water right there, what they call in the pond. It was like a lake to me. But I don't know what could have happened right there in that situation. All right. Maybe you couldn't get back on the board. But if you know how to float, you know how to swim, then being on the board shouldn't really be a big problem. Again, if you're out there in the ocean with the crazy wind and the currents, maybe I understand. And that body of water, what could have happened to cause this tragic accident to unfold? As I close, I want to say this. Rest in peace again to Mr. Campbell. Prayers out to his family and the Obamas. This is a tragic loss. But I got to ask the question, what happened? Was there foul play? Did somebody do something to him? Am I trying to say the Obamas deleted him? No. There could have been some other things at play. What it could have been, I have no idea. But it's just really crazy that someone who can swim, who has videos of themselves in the water doing advanced stuff, backstroke and all that, that's not really regular people swimming. Your average normie is not going to be doing all that in the pool. They're going to float and do the basic stroke in the pool. That's pretty much it. Or like they're going to kind of wait like a little dog in the water. They're not going to be doing all the extra stuff. If you could do all that, then you know how to swim. And drowning in a lake while you paddleboarding is really something that is strange, and it requires some investigation to get down to the bottom of. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's happening here in your humble opinion? Just a freak accident? Things happen. Even if you can't swim, you might be able to drown. Or was there foul play? Who did it? Why did they do it? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I stand. I think this could have been the freak accident, but I also think there could have been some other stuff going on, because it just is making me think, if a guy can swim and he has videos of himself on the internet swimming decently, not expertly, no Michael Phelps, no Olympic swimmer type stuff going on. But if you can swim like that and then you go paddleboarding and drown and die, I'm having a hard time being able to wrap my head around it. I like to know more information. Hopefully they do an investigation and don't just sweep it under the rug. Do an investigation, get down to the bottom of it, and let us know out here in the general public. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.